Hey everybody, how's it going? Happy New Year, Happy Christmas, Merry Christmas, and Happy Thanksgiving. We got the holiday season all around us now, and yippee-ki-yay, right? Hey, I just wanted to fill you in on what I'm doing around here. I haven't seen everybody in a while. It's always good to see you. You know what I mean. But yeah, I think you saw the pictures that I put my motor in my car, and I just want to fill you in on what I've been doing. Hopefully, I keep saying maybe by the spring, but I'll probably get this thing going here in a couple of weeks. But let me show you what I got, because everybody's rebuilding, freshening up. Series are all over, ready to get these holidays over with, and maybe get back out there to one of these tracks around here. Okay, we'll take a look. I think you saw that I got the motor, in this car, and been working on it. I put my headers on today. Today's Sunday, Sunday after Thanksgiving, and got all that going. Getting all my lines and hoses hooked up. Got my what do you call it? Vacuum pump ready to go. I'm gonna set this adjuster on the vacuum when I get it started up in here, and working on the water system. I had a water pump on it. You see that down there when I started up on the engine stand, and I left it on there because I thought that I was going to get this engine dynoed. Remember, I wanted a dyno, but let me tell you what happened. I called out to Jankees, Jerry Jankees here in San Antonio, local engine builder, and a guy answered the phone, and he said, "No, Jerry isn't there anymore." He said, "I'm the guy that bought him out." He said, "I was a machinist." And, I went ahead and bought Jerry out because he was in pretty bad shape, had a stroke, and kind of dwindled down to just about unable to do anything, poor guy. But anyhow, he said, we don't have the engine dyno going. He said, I just really don't want to. Jerry always was the one that did that. And I just don't want to take a chance on hurting anybody's motor until we get, kind of figured out on what we're doing with it. So, I checked all around best I could, couldn't find anybody to give me a dyno sheet. And so I just said, well, it's just going to do whatever it's going to do. So, just try to keep going on it and get it going. So anyway, I got all my headers back inside there. Got the starter all hooked up. A lot of these hoses and everything, probably checked all and tightened all the fuel lines up here. I got to put brake fluid in it and get some pressure on the brakes. But let me show you what else I got. I went ahead and bought my drive shaft from, what is that, PST, aluminum drive shaft, and went ahead and bought a transmission from Cone. It's stock case, power glide. I went ahead and just went with power glide. Got a hardened input shaft, and I upgraded to the roller tail shaft, and found this just for now. I'm trying to conserve as much money as I can just to get it going. But the shield put on it, and when I was building the car, I made this little dolly system because I know it's just going to be me. I don't have a lift here in the shop, so the days of working on your back underneath the car, I mean, it's still probably going to happen, but I kind of tried to anticipate. I bought a little jet trolley system, and when I was building the car, I put in this deal right here, and I've already tested it out. It works real good. Just something to lift the transmission up over these bars and get it all tucked down in here. But this is a little rail I got from Tractor Supply, and kind of had to weld a little. Comes with a GS. If you recognize that, that's a GM engine puller. It comes in the factory on a lot of those late model cars. But anyway, way it works is this thing, you just hook it on there, and it's pretty obvious. I had this in my head from the old chaparral trailer days, where you saw those posts sticking out the side of the door, and you could change the motor. But anyway, you hook that deal on there, you get it over this bar. This slides up inside here and gets you right over the area where the transmission goes. And then I got another little bracket that works in conjunction of the cross member, which is removable. But since I don't have a lift, it'd probably be easier to take that bar out and then just lift transmission up. But Anyway, I got some 3-inch header turn downs because this exhaust was coming right down the tunnel of the car, and I just wanted to aim the exhaust down towards the ground, keep all that heat from accumulating up inside this tunnel, and hopefully that'll all work out. But now it's you know, it's I got the dash sitting over there to be able to put all this stuff in and out. But yeah, backup motor, and I know all that's working. So yeah, just 176, some kind of special 176 they said, but not the high dollar 180 straight cut gear. You know, it's what, 750 horsepower or something. They said it ought to work just fine. So while I was shopping at Cone, had 2 converters built. One of them I had from my buddy Leo Longoria, thank you sir, which was a 7-inch that was behind a high winding Buick motor and a dragster, competition eliminator dragster that ran for a long time. And then I had them build me an 8-inch with all the specs. You know, didn't have an engine dyno, so what they told me at Cone was just give us all your cam information, everything, weight of the car, tires on the back, all that stuff. He said, you know, we've seen it all. And so, you know, I got 1100, whatever that is, 1100 in that one and 400 in that one, with 2 fresh brand new converters. Well, one's used but fresh, and the other they built new. So I'm gonna probably start off with this 8-inch converter. Both of them supposed to, behind this deal here, go to 74 for 500. And he said to let us know. You know, I think there was like 2 or 3 stall changes if you want to. I just want to get going. But yeah, that's aluminum drive shaft, and I bought the tail shaft for a roller deal. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna get this transmission in there this week probably, and get that all buttoned down. Put the drive shaft in there. You know, bought all the stuff for that. And anyway, let me show you the brake system. I gotta put fluid in the brakes. All the lines are tight now. And when I built this car, I just built one of these, or bought one of these Wheelwood systems that have the integrated little master cylinder on it, proportioning valve down in there. And looking back, I should have, and clutch paddle, but this will be all right. Just get going, and so you know, that's where I'm at, and that's what I'm doing. Got all the electrical hooked up, so I need to just stick a battery in it once I get it, get the rest of the water system put on there, and then I'll have a fan going. The fan's all up in there, but I've got a remote water pump. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get you down in there, but it's sitting back in here somewhere. You can see it. Bought an electric, one of those electric remote water pumps. And so yeah, that's where it's at. And hopefully I'll get it going in the next week or so, get it fired up, and once I know everything's no runs, drips, or errors, go ahead and stick that transmission in there, and if I get a little farther, get the wheels turning on the back. I still only need a shifter. I've been holding on for one of those Mark Mickey shifters. I've been saying that, I know, but I watched them go from 850 to 900 to 950, and now I think they're $1,000 for the same shifter, because I've only been messing around with that for a year or 2 years actually. But that's okay. I'll get it, and we'll get this thing going. But yeah, I just hope everybody has a real good holiday. Get you back over here, and you know, appreciate all the comments and everything y'all been sending me, and I'm glad some of y'all almost made it to the top of the list out there, and a lot of trophies up in the air, and a lot of money changed hands, so that's really good. Okay, that's it. Have a good, happy holiday season. Merry Christmas, and hopefully I'll have some noise to show you here in a couple of weeks and get this going. Take care. Bye-bye.